Yup, Tetris again. I've gone over certain aspects of Tetris numerous times on this channel already, from the music of Tetris effect to its place in history and its importance in the rise of the Game Boy. I usually like to provide some background on the games for which I'm reviewing a physical counterpart, but since I prefer not to repeat myself, I'm going to focus on one unsung but rather important entry to the series, and one that has until recently been my favorite version. New Tetris for the Nintendo 64. This game is actually one of the reasons I own a Nintendo 64. The music is one of my favorite overall soundtracks, and in my opinion, it's got the best music on the console. It's also got a great way to keep you coming back in the guise of building wonders of the world with every completed line from every player registered in the battery backup. Each one gets added to the total, which slowly builds up one of the 7 wonders, starting with a Mayan temple and progressing through a recreation of St. Basil's Cathedral in Red Square. Another aspect of the gameplay I enjoyed was the ability to form mega squares by dropping pieces into a perfect 4x4 shape. If you create one with a mixture of pieces, it'll turn silver, with a gold square rewarded if you're able to create the square with 4 similar pieces. Completing a line that includes part of that mega square will grant you bonus lines. The most important change to the Tetris formula this game contributed, however, was the ability to save a place for later use. You might take this for granted now, but it all started here, where it was new. In New Tetris. It's so much of a relief to be able to set aside a long boy for when you really need one, or a Z for when you really don't. "12 years and numerous revisions later, Tetris Link was released. This is a pretty simple game, but I rather admired the simplicity. Between 2 and 4 players take turns rolling a die that either shows a piece there to use, or the Tetris Link logo, which frees them up to use any piece they like. If you're unable to play the piece that comes up, you simply lose your turn. After rolling the die, you drop one of the familiar tetriminos down the well, but obviously nothing disappears here. Your goal is to connect as many pieces of your color as possible in an unbroken link. Scoring starts at your 4th linked piece, granting you 4 points, and then 1 additional point for every additional piece in the chain after that. If you leave a blank space beneath a piece you drop, you lose a point or 2, but you can sometimes use that strategically to block an opponent or keep a chain going. I once again enlisted Jenny and Dan over Zoom to get some footage. figuring that since there's no need to hide cards or anything like that, this would be a perfect choice. It was a short, but quite an enjoyable game, with Jenny pulling off a narrow win on the last set of moves. Yep, so Jenny wins with 13, I had 11, and Dan had 9. I know there are plenty of other physical Tetris variants out there, but which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below or on Twitter at TesseractUnfold. Meanwhile, like, subscribe, spread the word, and I'll catch you guys all again next week. Come on. Can I get a long one, please? Why must these infernal blocks tease?